Duke.
All right, good, because this is somewhere I wanted to go.
Is it?
Mark.
Go ahead, Mark Weber.
It's
Go ahead.
pronounced Maher, Maher, Mark Maher.
Mhm.
And he is a good friend of mine and one of my favorite people that I worked with on Hasbro. And for not that anyone would know his backstory, he was the from the paint department, from the model shop, and he hand painted all the prototypes for Transformers when I was on the brand. And just an amazing talent. Loved the brand, understood the fans. And I would pick his brain and bounce stuff off him all the time. And lots of marketers didn't even bother, right? Oh, that's the model shop, right? Like, just give me my prototypes, man, so I can break them, like most marketers do. But one of my favorite guys, great guy. And they have something that Hasbro, I think they call it swap-portunities, where they'll let somebody test out a different job for a couple months and then swap back. And so that started after I left. But I know he got the chance to swap into what he really wanted to do, which was toy design. So he swapped onto Transformers design, the job he really wanted, but they would never let him loose from the model shop because he was so talented and critical. They had no real backup for him. He injured his back at one point, and they not made him, but they leaned on him to come back quicker because they had no backup. So he came back hurt, because he loved the toys so much and the brand so much. He's shown at BotCons. He'll pull down his shirt a little bit. He has a Decepticon tattoo over his heart, right? Like, this is a guy who gets it on so many levels. And fans, cry all the time. I wish they had somebody there who cared, or somebody who knew, or somebody who loved the brands as much as we do. Maher cares more than most fans do. And he clawed his way up to the job he wants. And the stuff he's showing off right now is stuff he didn't make. He hasn't been working on the brand that long. So he's inheriting stuff that designers before him made. And it's his job to show them off. And there's nothing wrong with that. The part of the frustration of working in toy anyway is waiting a year and a half to show off the stuff you just finished. Yeah. So, and he is, and there's no better way to describe it. He sounds like Spicoli from Fast Time at Ridgemont High if he came from South Boston. That's just what Mark sounds like. And so when he comes up on these streams, the fans go nuts and go, this guy sounds baked to hell. Or, man, this guy, I'm surprised there isn't smoke in front of the screen, because his natural voice sounds kind of stoner. But they're passing him off as they're belittling the effort he puts in and the fact that he is probably the biggest fan advocate inside those walls. And it's hard to swim upstream, and I've tried to fire a comment out to support him during the stream sometime, but that's just what he sounds like. And for people to say that he sounds like he's high, well, maybe he sounds that way, but the aspersion you're making is so counter to the truth. He works so hard and cares so much. And I just hope if fans understand that a little bit better, that maybe they'll give him a little bit of a break and say, you know what? None of us can change what we sound like. But when you say that guy, dude, I think that guy is baked, you're actually cutting him off at the knees. The guy who is the biggest advocate for the fans inside those walls. So get it right. Mark Maher is good peeps, and he's helping us. We may not have even seen what he's put together yet. And I don't anybody I'm still friendly with there, I don't lean on them for insight or give me a tip or some knowledge, because they can't and they shouldn't. And I wouldn't want to put them in that position. But when we see the stuff he actually made and got to work on, I think you'll know. And I think you'll see the difference. So if people could help me get that word out a little bit. Maher is the best of them, and Len is good peeps too. And we are lucky to have them working on the brand we care so much about.
There you go.
How's that?
He'll take down a third grader, but he's loyal to his friends.
Right? But yeah, Maher is good peeps. And he's on our side. So back off.